Today we have very important topic, that is Christian marriage.
Silong lu airu pe kenbom lubom penam mulu ke Kristen omum nyaman legang mulu lubo ke woi.
We can say that it is one of the most important topics in life, as well as it is one of the most debating topics.
Si ngoluk ke yenam lo aru pe kenporunam lubom penam pidung dalam hog legal lo lukiluru bosi penam agama kompoje kokana.
Marriage is a universal institution that every society has its own practice.
Omum nyaman lega so takam somase takam jatiya sok ke lega ngame ayo pe ibom gerbom nam muibom nam kadem.
There are different varieties of practices all over the world.
I sisang ibom name angu pe ibom yebom du.
In every society, we see the practice of marriage.
Taka muluk ke somas lo sok ke umum nyaman inam sim taka me ibom gerbom du.
We can say that there is no human society where there is no marriage.
Ngolu hampe kom pola dung ingkone somas ko ingkone jati tani dung koko omum nyaman iman kamang yang nang lular.
In every society, it is virtually solemnized with religious practices.
Takam jatiya age ke mengke hebom nam dormo ayon nok sima airu ko omum nyaman nem ibom du.
Every religion has their own way of marriage practice.
Takam dormo si buluk ke age ke mengke sibom nam dormo ayon beloge omum nyaman sim ibom du.
And again, even within the same religion, there are some differences in practices.
Dalok ke dormo atel arhaloko obag oke kon jaga lo hok ke ibom nama angu ko sina matir kado.
Within one religion, because of our own geographical place and our own culture, there are a variety of practices.
Ngoluk ke dungko yeko ngoluk ke culture akor lok sok idong eme angu jaga lo angu ke ibom dung dormo atel.
So we can say that there is also some cultural influence in the marriage practice.
Dalok ke ngoluk ke yebom nam culture nam solok kom ngolu ibom nam solok je ko dalok niom lok dalok akor lok je ibom dung.
In this short presentation, we cannot deal with all the important issues regarding marriage.
Solo homayanyo pelanam solo detu nelupa nam takam simbol date holo api pe polamang lalamain.
That is why we are going to concentrate a bit on the teaching of the Bible.
Delok lega kongol holo Bible ko pobom nam lok mulu labom dola lubom ye.
What is marriage?
Omum nyamang nam si ingkue.
The dictionary meaning of marriage is simply formal union of a man and a woman, typically as recognized by law, by which they become husband and wife.
Si dictionary agom lok milo mime kone milo kone yenamem yebosie emla apa towo sinamem lengkan la yenamati kope kapadam.
And what is Christian marriage?
Dalo ara dalo ingkue Christian ke omum nyaman nam tem ngolo ingkidung.
Simply we can say that Christian marriage is a marriage practiced by the Christian.
Christian omum nyaman nam si Christian marriage nam si Jisuma mengke hina mondoli kedik ibom nam omum nyaman.
If we look at the Bible, when we study carefully, we can know that marriage itself is designed by God.
Ngolo Bible lo adilok ay pagkayade. Omum nyaman inam si sedika karango pagkaitaniam rubinam ruto hubinam atiko.
The biblical accounts of marriage is seen from the very first chapter of the Bible.
ngolu omum nyamang legang me Bible sok keraya long ke gomle beloi ngolu kapad.
In Genesis chapter 1 verse 27 we see this.
Ngolu belokayum kerok chapter 1:27 belokai sok legang ngolu kapad.
God created man in his own image.
Sedebu tani milua me apa rupa taniam agak mimangam kasudola tuto.
In the image of God, He created him.
Sedek mimang kadola bun tuto.
Male and female He created, and God blessed them.
Dalok mima kolang miloko pepela benyim dubel to.
Here we see the creation of human being into sexes, male and female.
Holo sedek tani emla pugom nam holo milokolang mimako pinamangulu kapal.
And in the second chapter of Genesis verse 24, we also see this.
Ngolu Genesis kayum keroke chapter 2 verse 24 balokong sokelegang kapal.
For this reason, a man shall leave his father and his mother and be joined to his wife, and they shall become one flesh.
Solo pawontung sok lega pe mima milua agak ana bu magaila bek menglo leko wasila bu tu wasia amlawang kopotun.
In the New Testament, Matthew chapter 19 verse 3, Jesus also referred this very passage.
Ngolu moti ke 19 verse 23. Three long lu kadung ya Yesu akoda so omum nyamang legasim elo kerangkem biladola obonamul tadum.
We can say that marriage is designed by God since the existence of human being.
Ngolu omum nyamang legasim sedika tanium rulen dak delokai sedika rubi nampom langlu kapan.
That is why, whether we know it or not, whether our practice is the same to another, human society follow the divine universal design.
Dalok lega pengurus sok lega kendokom ba kenma pidokom dalok ke angukon ke opelok ke mulu elok ke sapi imadu hakom mulu omum nyaman iwom nam solo takam tanisi sedike iu binamang mulu iman gedu.
And my next point is, what is the difference between Christian marriage and again holy marriage?
Supat ngo Christian omum nyamang nam kolang denam pe inam nyamran holy marriage lagame oye.
Even among the Christians, the practice of marriage is different from one denomination to another denomination.
Ngolu ke Christian arasokon. Oba akon denomination loke akon denomination no kaim anyong ko ango siname adung.
We cannot say what other denomination practice.
Ngolu akon ke inam dem empe ngolu lulabi mang.
We are going to concentrate on our specific practice.
Ngolu supa ngolu ke ibom nam ngolu ka abom dola obo ke.
In the Adi Baptist Union, we have two types of marriage, holy marriage and Christian marriage.
Ngolu Adi Baptist Union solo. Omum nyamang pe inam kolang denam upa omum nyamang ibom nam ko anyi ko ngolu ibom do.
Both of them are a Christian marriage.
Anyi sikai Christian kijurunga ibom nam pe idungai.
The first one is holy marriage and the second one is we simply call Christian marriage.
Kerayang kasi denam nyamran de ngolu ke boteru pe Christian ke ibom nam anyi na nasi omum nyamang pe ngolu ke bangwe bane kanam lega pe dolu sikwe kanam lega pe ibom do.
According to our rules and regulations, these two types of marriage practice are supposed to be done only among the Christians.
Ngolu ke ayon holo kaime ngolu ke Christian ara rulo sim umum nyamang ke ibom pelai do na apa dungai.
That means the bride and the bridegroom should be Christians.
Nam de umumnya mang ipana meng dalam milode anyi de kai jisuma mungkah hina anyi pe ipala hidup nam agom long iwom.
It is not allowed to perform this marriage in the case of interfaith marriage.
Akon romolo ke mungkah kane kone ngolo Kristen kolo ibu ilu hinam atiloga sim umumnya sim mulu iwom madu.
We'll try to clarify it a little bit more clear.
Ngolo aru da simanyung kwaru lumeg langolo aru papabie.
Number one, holy marriage.
Keraya lumpe dena nyamran holok legang popomie.
This type of marriage is what the union is trying to promote among our members.
Ngolo ke bangua airu pe iwong no pe julbom namsi dena nyamran si.
We can say that it is more biblical than the second one.
Kerang ke dena nyamran umumnya masih Bible lo ke lubom nama atau Bible lo ke kain anjina nak ke boje ko ayat.
In order to have more successful, happier and better degree of marriage life, the union is trying to promote holy marriage.
Sadibia ibu hina umumnya meng ibu hina anyi de kampung pemengkang atelo yebo dubo penam legape ngulu ke banggu dana umumnya meng nyamran si ngulu jur bongdem.
The reason is this.
Lubong nam de
when you look at the Bible, marriage itself is designed by God.
ngulu Bible lo dilo kai de umumnya meng si sedika iu bina matiko.
Among the different teachings of marriage life in the Bible,
ngolu umumnya melegang angkon Bible lo ke ngolu pobom nama kaem.
When we read the Bible carefully,
ngolu Bible mesti lo ayu per ribomi
we can know that God gives special credit on virgin marriage.
Sedih umumnya meng ina anyi de ke bodoh sima pe denam pe bunyi ke mana tobo sinam torik bo sinam nem botir pe Bible lubong de sedih.
Knowing the teaching of the Bible, the union is making some regulations following the example given by the Bible.
Dalam bila sim dana nyamran dana umumnya meng so sim Bible lo ngulu kabom lo la ngulu banggu sim ayu pa iwom do pa jur bom do Bible la kabom lo.
So holy marriage is practiced especially to the couple, those who have no sexual relation before.
Dalam lega sim dana nyamran dana umumnya sim mega kom milua kom kedbodobo himana anya iwom namde dana nyamran pe idum.
And again, the Christian marriage.
Anjina nasi Kristen ketika nyamran amla lunam ke.
Since long time back, premarital sex is very rampant, not only here, all over the world.
Kono meno keradelo. Umumnya men ibu himangada pe kedbodobo hinam ke takam amolo iwom namati pe idungai.
Even we the Christians are no longer free from this kind of a practice.
Ngoluk ke Kristen aral hom dekena umumnya mengaruh ibu hima pe kedbodobo ango sebo hinam ke ngoluk Kristen aral hom bajero pe itu ai.
Many couples have already stayed together and have sexual relationship together before they got married.
Daduna umumnya menga milua umumnya mengaruh imang ada pe kedbodobo hila mimamilo kesapa ina kom depoje ko katung.
That is why the union is making another option for those who are already stayed together or those who have already experienced sexual relationship before.
Dalam lega banggu association umumnya mengaruh imang ada kedbodobo hila meng pe milo pe ina kedem kampung pe belum kumnam jonam ko kampung pe belum bane kendo pe inam lega pe anyi nana Kristen umumnya menghem ibong.
The program and Everything is almost the same with the holy marriage.
Kanam lo isisang ibom nam kedua holy marriage inam kisapa sikong daya nam imen gedungai.
But it is not possible to organize or to solemnize in the church building.
Igai lang ngulu ke mengke lo lang ngulu ke gereja lo denam per nara per ibom nam lo kai kue me ngulu gereja ara lo sim denam per emla ilama do.
And again, my next point is why holy marriage is so important.
Demi lo dana umumnya masih kapai la bajaru per dorkar nam ibom per nama tepe ikan.
In 2 Kings chapter 19 verse 22,
2 King loka chapter 19 verse 22 lo ngulu kadung.
the Bible calls God as the Holy One of Israel.
Bible podung sedibu Israel loka dana sediko per lekhandu.
Everything that comes from God is holy.
Stelok sedikalo ingkun atina adu de airu pedela naredu.
When we talk about holy marriage, it does not simply means marriage. It is more than that.
Dana omum nyamran emiame dana per ngulu ke muri holokama dan ngat pe ngulu pe abom si duom do.
It is following the teaching of the biblical teaching.
Si dana amna magom si Bible ke dana magom pe airu pe jur bom do.
The key meaning of holy marriage recognizes that the Holy One of God has to become the center of the relationship.
Dana nyamran emnam so sedikalo dana emnam agom si bunyi kalo ate kongilo bunyi me jurana ne dana ma apelo bunyi me sonsu lasom sinamati wesi muwam nam wesi kapa aido.
As we had already mentioned earlier, God created marriage.
Ngolu kajo kato Bible lo sedebu taniam dalam ke umumnya mengido pe ngolu sedebu rubito
Marriage is designed by God.
umumnya mah sedike irubinam ko.
That is why it should not be done to our own fulfillment.
Dalam laba sedike irubinam dal ngolu ke tania din ke akon lok si ipuili pe nam ipu lagi mah.
In other words, marriage is not just the act of agreeing to become staying together.
Umumnya menam si apa pe tobo hila dupa tobo hila awam si dalo patum irma mati.
Marriage is a sacred act of togetherness honored by God and created a lifelong obligation to one another.
Umumnya mang ibom nam solo sedime kata hidola sedike denam lo yenamam yebo hidup apa telo sedike lo mungkang atelo tobo sinamati solo umumnya mang ibom do.
How the Bible teaches about marriage, we will just discuss again.
Ngolo hupak ako da Bible kapapak umumnya mang podun dalo lagam aru ngolo lubomien.
We can point out so many points,
Ngolo boje ko ore pagomam labomien.
but this time I will just point out only 3 points.
Ngo hupak ka humon kalo point angum ko pe lubom nam angum ko pe laye.
My first point is this:
Karaya lubom penam si
sexual relationship outside marital life is strongly condemned in the Bible.
Bible so umumnya men kampu pe imang ada pe kepodo bohila sebo hinam sime Bible airu pe dema pe potru pe lupabdu.
In many verses of the Bible, we see sex outside marriage is strongly condemned.
Bible solo ngulu boje ko kapa dung umumnya men ke kon lo umumnya men imang ada pe kepodo bohinam sim yuri ta sope Bible popomdu.
Let me point out only some Bible passages for this.
Ngo akwanya ho ke Bible pesesem sanpai ku
1 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 18 says,
1 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 18 no seka pa podung
flee from sexual immorality.
Termangamo aburajon inam lo keno motenang karna agom sipodum.
Every other sin a person commit is outside the body.
Ami detina ngulu abit pap solongul detinam idung de ngulu amuri sok luyu solongul idung de.
But the sexually immoral person sins against his own body.
Igan abur ajon inam si ngulu arang ngulu amur som ngulu aga ibur sidung amla Bible.
And again in 1 Corinthians chapter 7 verse 21,
Delok ke 1 Corinthians chapter 7 21 hokomul hekapekadung.
we see very important instruction here.
Holo oteruna luin nampo kapadung.
It is good for a man not to have sexual relation with a woman.
Holo potung milode mimerelo kepodo pati kapalagi malam namagong kolugong tu.
But because of the temptation of sexual immorality,
Mana de amnam de amure kabo tapo rawom hinam logai muludam ati dekan ati ibo hupalagi amnam pa Bible ludung.
each man should have his own wife and each woman should have her own husband.
Hokke agam hokke jur bom nam milode alke mime kasipaido delok mime de ko alke milo kasipaido delok ke kon no ke bodobo kapai mangam magom Bible lugom.
Here the Bible clearly mentioned that
Holo Bible pebaru pelugom
if they want to have sexual relationship,
bulu dekap abarajan ibu hinam bulu kamelo
they should marry.
bunyi dubo paido umumnya ibu paido.
There is no option of sexual relationship outside of marriage life.
Muluk umumnya man kekon lo kedbodobo sinam agom sim Bible ang mulum idop lumang.
And again in chapter 7 verse 8 and 9,
Delok ke 1 Corinthians chapter 7 verse 8 and 9 lo ko mulu hakan agom mukadong.
we also see this.
Holo ko mulukadong hakape.
To the unmarried and the widow, I say that it is good for them to remain single as I am.
Paul wilutung milo hinyona mimade delok ke anur pa yedung atanade ngok kesape miloming kala kama pa yanam jibonum yebomul aido untung.
But if they cannot exercise self-control, they should marry.
Ingay na Bible agong kulutung ngok kesape ambom na Bible agong lugom namsi ingay na mimade kom milode kom beka amal ragiam bu dolanga Bible bu umumnya mengipa aido untung Bible.
It continued to say that,
Abraham potongan pogomdung
for it is better to marry than to burn with passion.
Aparalo dede ko mubomla ile dua ma amla dekap idua ma mutipanam dem pemilo kampo po umumnya menginam de boje ko ayat untuk Bible.
Jesus also said in Matthew chapter 5 verse 32,
Olo ya isu ko mo potong Matthew chapter 5 verse 32 lo
Jesus said this,
ya isu heka potong
but I said to him,
ngono mem potong
whoever put away his wife and try to take another wife,
Haiko di ay kami magehingala akon kami bula pamuyede
he left his wife to commit adultery.
buka mendam aiman abara jadi modong.
And whoever marry those who is already divorced also commit adultery.
Dalok ke mapak punam mima bah ako dalom milo ko kakumilo kom deko abara jadi ina na Bible hantum.
In this preaching of Jesus Christ,
Ya Yesu holo will bom namsi
unfaithfulness between husband and wife is strongly condemned.
hok kapom namsi milua mima teolo mima milo teolo mudu bom namagom dame Bible lubum tu dekap iman namdam ya Yesu bot terpelupak.
In Thessalonians chapter 4 verse 3,
Thessalonian 4 verse 3 lo
the Bible says,
Bible ke podung
For this is the will of God,
sedi ke mudua
that you should abstain from sexual immorality.
nolu abarajan inam nok aga berapa motor sipai dom la potung.
And again in Galatians chapter 5 verse 19 to 21,
Mulu Galatians 5 verse 19 to 21 loko mulu kadung.
the Bible clearly says this.
Bible pewer pun podung
Now the works of the flesh are evident.
tanya din ke akorem holok kapadung
Sexual immorality, impurity, sensuality,
abarajan ragi menam agam ke di Bible potung
idolatry, sorcery, enmity, strife, jealousy,
mimang kumsinam dalok dekana jadu montro inam akona akolu bohla apanaran ponam agam ke di Bible lutung.
Here he mentions so many sins.
Dal holo bojerum ko tengu do bathina mabuda bitakaman te potung.
And he concludes like this,
Dal ya is holo Paul ga holo heka peduin tungku.
I warn you as I warned you before.
Nolum ngo ka kera dal ima pakam nam agam dem akoda ngo hoilo nom ima pakam ndum.
Those who commit such evils will not inherit the kingdom of God.
Sai kubulu de heka na iman age iduna. Be tewa abu ke pala telo be tunam pangkumai.
From these different verses of the Bible, we came to know that
Ngolu abit hok version no ngolu hem ko ngolu ka mana kapadungku.
the Bible strongly condemns any kind of sexual impurity outside of marriage.
Bible si ngolok omum nyaman ke konlo ngolok aburajan inam simpot terupelupaktu
And my second point is this.
ngok anya lubong penam sibi
The Bible gives special reputation to virgin marriage.
Bible si aburajan ikumana kepudobo hukumanam sim denam penareru pelubong dem
We see this in different parts of the Bible.
ngolohim Bible lokomol kapadung
Let me point out some Bible verses.
aku anjing Bible verse pupaboye
The first point is this.
karelo pelubong penam he
If we look at Leviticus chapter 21,
ngolo Leviticus ke 21 belokamel
God did not allow a priest to marry who is not a virgin.
Holo mirror na kudu sedima kunga na kudu mima milo kemanam loga bomdopa dema milo dem bomara bulutung tu.
They could not marry who is already a widow or a divorced or a woman who is not a virgin.
Holo lokadung bulume mirror na kudu mima milo makunam milo kakina demang kum kedodo kakina kudu bulume berok pelupa bom tu.
Only a virgin woman he should marry.
Betul milo kedo kemana mi madam ido pelutung.
In Deuteronomy chapter 22 verse 13,
Ngolo Deuteronomy 22 verse 13 lokomulka
13 to 21,
13 over 21 lokomulka dum.
here we see a very interesting thing.
Holo ngolo ekdom talina magom ngolo holo kadum.
When a man and a woman got married,
Holo mima miluas bunyi omum nyaman ibo hinam ko kadum.
but if the man complains about her virginity,
Igai la solo milo si buka milo kedbo hukumana mima bu proof bimadum.
if there is no evidence that she is a virgin woman, she should be thrown to death, stoned to death.
Del holo ngolo agam ko taknam hu milo de ma bu milo kedbo hukitung milo Buma buka samasa elilo kepadungan.
In Hebrew chapter 13 verse 4,
Ngolo Hebrew ke 13 verse 4 bala pangkadam.
let marriage be held in honor among all.
Umumnya menginamam taka madam ahiru pe urga pe mugom langka manilangka itu.
And let the marriage bed be undefiled,
Dalok nguluk umumnya menginak bisona de mangamo ina mate kapai mahamtung.
For God will judge the sexually immoral and adulterous.
Sedibu abarajon ina piola kedorobo hina kigame bisare kuntu.
Most of the outstanding people of God in the Bible try to follow the example given by the Bible.
Ngoluk ke Bible sok bottana sedik ager ina na gena na ami kedia Bible sok ke ponam ke sababulu ke yanam la de nam pe yanam ngoluk ka apa.
When we read the Bible carefully,
Ngoluk di Bible ayu pe ru la pore
what is very, very interesting is this.
Ngoluk ke pore dola erbom na mate ate
They get married first, only then they have sexual relationship.
Bulu umumnya mah ipong gaya ket bodoh kena menguluk kapal Bible so.
And in the Bible times,
Bible homoy dalo kena dalo.
a virgin woman have different dress also.
Dalo ke milo ket boh kemanam mimuma beke ebanganuk nameteng beke gabom nama angudongan.
They give special importance to that dress, and when once she lost her virginity, she could not wear the dress anymore.
Dakapa umumnya mana milo ket boh kemana mimum ketika ebanganuk gembela dem takama somasa kabom dongai bedena la. Igai la dilo bedem mangko kakak dekat bodoh boko kakak de dalo ke bedem ebanganuk dem gapang kumangai.
In Genesis chapter 29, we see the story of Jacob.
Ngulu Genesis kayum keraka 29 holo Jacob kedoing kapado.
When he fled from his father's house in a fright of his brother Esau,
Holo ngulu bekeburo Esau mo pasola bekum lo ke dunyong nama ngulu kada.
he went to his mother's brother house, Laban's house.
Beke aku akum lo beke anak ke buro aku akum lo laban ke akum lo dukto pengulu kada.
He stayed at Laban's house.
Laban ke akum lo dukto pengulu kada.
Laban was the father of his wife Rachel.
Laban beke meng Rachel ke ABUYD.
That means they were staying together in the same house. But what is very, very interesting thing is this. Though they were staying together in the same house, Jacob waited for 7 years to get Rachel.
Jacob ditak kenin kokai akhir gerbo mila Rachel ma panam laga anke pina mul kapan.
The Bible clearly tells us that within those 7 years they have no sexual relationship at all.
Bible ngulum perbab pelubidung dalo ditak kenin dalo bunyi adena mure ke bodoh simam la kapan.
Only when he paid the price and get married, they stayed together and have sexual relationship.
Patom buka ara madilo bila adilo somas kaligla ditak kini dem in na dem ati dem bidu patom dalo ke bodoh hinam kapan.
The mother of Jesus, Mary, was also a virgin.
Molo ya Yesuma ona anemari kom meng milo ke boh kemana meng kuai.
Though they have already made engagement with Joseph,
Joseph kun bum dedina kera pakai buma umumnya mengira tanam tadla betunga kom bunyi kedoro humangai.
the Bible clearly tells us that they have no sexual relationship.
Bible perber pelutung bunyi aburajon ibo simang.
The people of God could control themselves.
Sedika mi kedua bulukalo janggana nakanu.
And again, my third point is this.
Moka angumna na kubum panamahe.
God strictly prohibits sexual immorality.
Sedika aburajon inamam pasayir pe botter pelutung.
From the beginning, God condemned sexual immorality.
Ngolu yangun dalo kai hem Aburajon inam sedika lutunam ngoluk kapado.
Many of God's punishment, what we see in the Bible, are connected with sexual abuse.
Ngolu Bible sokaim aburajon ikolok sedika marnam punam lagang teng doyam ngolu boje ko tarpadam.
In Genesis 19,
Ngolu Genesis ka kayum ka 19 belakom kadam.
we see the destruction of the city of Sodom.
Ngolu Sodom town apungam dekan aburajon marnam lok sedika benpang sedika petpang ngolu kadam.
The city of Sodom was destroyed mainly because of their sexual immorality.
Sodom Gomorrah, Sodom town में जिले में लूने में सेटिक अमलोग रोंपंग नाम ने बुरुक आबुराजों नी नाम सेटिक मार्ली लोग सेटिक इधम देखा
In Numbers chapter 25,
मोलू नंबर कुनाम के 25 बेलो को मोलू कादम सन्नाम के
we see 24,000 people were died in God's punishment.
Charing anyi kolang api ko sedika marnam lok aburajon regolo sedika marnam lok bulum pernama molkadam.
This is connected with sexual abuse again.
Hikom dekap aburajon imam kolok sedika marnam kapadam.
Even King David also.
Molu King Raja David ke janam lokom dekana molu kapadam.
If we read 2 Samuel chapter 12,
Molu 2 Samuel chapter 12 kamilo
we see King David committed adultery.
Raja David bu aburajon ito.
God did not forgive him.
Sedibum yasamma.
He was punished with the death of his son.
Sedibuk marnama bu akulu bu awun simoto.
And again in Genesis chapter 39,
Molo kayum karo ka chapter 39 balakum kadum.
we see very interesting thing.
Molo holok teng ekdom mane tallinam lagang ko kom kadum.
Here we see the story about Joseph.
Molo holo Joseph ke lagang ka padum.
The wife of his master Potiphar asked to lie with him so many times.
Bukka sipan migom Potiphar ke mende milwa dumanam Joseph mekut bosila jukam la tonte tu.
But Joseph refused by saying in this way,
Ito kung Joseph hakap mamla hakap pojeko poyan situ.
how can I do this great wickedness and sin against God?
Kapag kasapa kana aimana pasayuri na matiam. Ngokka utumam lang ngokka pina sedik kangkolong hagan aimana tengienam na potong.
Because of his fear of God, he did not want to commit that kind of a sinful thing.
Bekas sedima pasoganam apilo dakan aimana tiam ingat ima pa pasayuri pa luya tu.
In Ephesians chapter 5 verse 3,
Mulu Ephesians 5:3 ba komkad.
Paul says,
Paul haga potung
sexual immorality and all impurity or covetousness must not even be named among you.
Aburajon regolok muluk ngasana punam lunam ainang agom takam sim nuluk gora lo nuluk ala dekam popa lupangai pa aimang na polu poto.
And he continued to say that
Aru heka pa ar dalo lutam liktum.
everyone who is sexually immoral or impure
Heka bulu de dekapa aiman atiam aburajon idune
has no inheritance in the kingdom of Christ and God.
bulu sedikalang Kristo ke turia kotelo taro pangkupelo tunam pangkupelo bulu ati taron papanam kamang.
In Acts chapter 15 verse 19 and 20,
Mulu Acts chapter 15, 19 and 20 hokom kadum.
when the Christianity began to among the Gentiles,
Adilo engko kedilo mipak kedilo sedika awam prosal engko kadi govek todi.
they have Jerusalem Convention.
Bulu delo Jerusalem delo bottena gedum ko kato.
In that convention, they made a request to the Gentile Christians.
Delo bulu mipak ami kedem bulum te tonnam ko bulum te gongnam ko kato.
Among their requests, this is also present, They request them to abstain from sexual immorality.
Dalam mipa kami kedua bulu botter pelubong nama agama konde lalu awirajon ima pakam nama agama sembulu ludo pelubong tu.
From the biblical verses that we pointed out,
Ngolo Bible lok kerja ngolo pawom dum.
we can know that God strictly prohibits sexual immorality.
Bible agam awirajon ina bum seri botter ima pakam na potung.
What is happening nowadays?
Upak tanya mo kapaidun.
We'll deal a little bit about the present facts.
Ngolo upak tanya mo kaya na makorse orang yang pengulu hok legang pawoye.
As we have noted earlier from the Bible, virginity is highly honored.
Ngolo Bible lok kato awirajon ima payena dena payena sim Bible lok teru pawom tu.
But times are changing.
Iyan natin taka mahupa bodoli jungku.
Most of the present young man and woman no longer thinks sex is a kind of taboo.
Hupak ke mimum yameng dalok ke mimum kedua ko. Awirajon ipalagi enam sim lutum na mati emla mengge kumang hupak apa nga tebak pemeng kumang.
Premarital sex is definitely the reality of this time actually.
Hupak umumnya mang ada pe bodoh enam sim ibom pernah mati kon pe mubom yang hupak.
These days many of the couples, those who are not yet getting married, they have no intimation about getting sexual experience with one another.
Hupak ke enam solo mana ke bodoh enam lugo enam kom bulu aku lo dekat pemugo enam kadung.
Taking this as a burden, in the year 1990s, the United States Evangelical Organization promotes virginity campaign.
Hog regoham potter pemugom la 1990 amolo Evangelical Fellowship group kone hekap umumnya man de mangamo ate ibu humano pe potter pe campaign ko potter pe program ibom nampo kanto.
They encourage teenage and young adults to remain sexually abstinent till they get married.
Bulu ke porobom namde mimum ko ansona la mimum bottene umumnya mangimang kerapa kerbodo batisin ipai mangamla bonto.
They use purity ring, commonly known as silver ring thing, SRT, as a symbol of their commitment.
Bulu delo pobom nam delo ke bulu ke atilum lengkan nam lega pe bulu silver lok ke ring lakka pe me bulu ayu po ke lengkan gom dola bulu delo jul agom bulu bonto.
Those who made a vow to remain virgin till they get married, they used to wear a silver ring on their ring finger.
Dalam kesehku bulu di, mulu umumnya men kampu imang adalah milom dekat pekat bodoh himaya anda kerja bulu ke halo alak halo bulu langkap deme togela bulu geto.
Millions of American youths pledge a vow to remain a virgin till they get married.
Dalam datun Amerika lo ke yang ko kerja youth kerja mulu dekat pe mulu sadi umumnya mang idolo pengulu denam paya emla dem lakap dem de la togela itu.
The government also support it in different ways.
Dalo ke government ko boje ko dem aina tu emla bolte boje ko jur bosito.
There are many outstanding figures who openly profess their virginity before marriage.
Dalo botana ami kediatan molu aru pada kepada enam payedong amnam lengkan hina ke kato.
Among them, I just want to point out only one person.
Modelo ke ami atel amin ko mo sampa lelu.
One of the most famous footballer.
Dalo botruna football kelina engko ko katuai.
Many of us will know his name is Kaka.
Amin am depoje ko kindung amin kaka.
He was the winner of 2 times Footballer of the Year in the year 2004 and 2007.
Mana popular of the year to Zia Lumna and Namloka 2004 and 2007 look pato etania mohoke.
He earned so many titles for his club.
Buka club amin pekom bewaje ko gai na jagalo patapata nak pengko pro ekalo game and bawatoi.
He was one of the players when Brazil got World Cup in 2002.
2002 dalo Brazil World Cup and paro dalo kombe airu na gai na player bewadal iwatoi.
He fell in love with Caroline Selico.
Caroline Selico amna mimum kolo angarum pe ibo kai.
Both of them were from childhood. They were friends.
Bulu koan solo ke sisa bosina angong rai.
They got married on 25 December on Christmas Day in the year 2005.
Bulu Christmas lo 25 December lo 2009 dalo sadi nyamang ito.
Kaka said that
both
he and his wife were virgins when they get married.
Bulu bungonya nye kai adilo komunya man idolo pengunyi denam bayetom labu awam koludungai.
Kaka told to the press people in Vanity Fair.
Vanity Fair amna alok ke kita kila angko ke takam media amien tebu magum pura baju ke lebidungai.
He said like this. The Bible teaches that true love waits until marriage.
Bible podung aro ayade. Umumnya mengido longa togela na toyala nang toyala tu mamla potong.
Our life today is so beautiful because we waited, he said like this.
Molu yename bose ko kampola hilolo pe iladong kapila mula aro ayalo toya bositum.
We'll come to the end of our presentation.
Molu ke pogom namlo pe luin lo pakuida.
I just conclude my presentation by pointing out some important points.
Ngok agom sim luin na pe mo ludong agom ko lugom dola luye.
This is very, very important.
Agom si bojerung ko ngol ko mungga pe nama agom ko.
My first point is this.
Ngok kerel agom he.
Sex is a gift from God.
Kadpodo hinam si sedikala botteruna aman panangko.
If it is not used according to the will of God or outside of the marriage life, it destroys the person.
Sedika mudu dalok ngoluk umumnya mengolok milomeng aralok bahilong ulo mangeni madiri yede ngoluk adina mulong ulo botteru pe gemangan dugadem nangahidu.
It destroys not only the person who commits, but it also destroys the family.
Kota mangeni idune bu patomang igala bu kumara takamno pe dalok dugadem bilangawodo.
And my second point is this. Premarital sex destroy many young people.
Boje ko umumnya mang ada kepodo bohena hu dedina mimumia men ke yena mem boje ko kotondu ai momar.
It affects their mental and psychological.
Buluk ke mui masang holo dim buluk ke pinyo angku kom ager ai pegir ke kumang.
It also affects their social life, family life, and academic development.
Buluk ke kumara yenam no ke dolu ke yenam no ke puru poko yenam no kom boje kum ager amo kumang.
Mentally and psychologically, they suffer a lot.
Buk ke pinyo ara dalo ke amilo ke mui masang lo kom mui masang milimar.
Their academic career also declining day by day. Their relationship with the family and friends deteriorated. Even when they get married, those past experience or unpleasant memories make them a slave for their whole life.
Dalok bunyi ke umumnya mengimang adalah ke piola ke bodoh hinam dah. Padahal beberapa apa merenlah pangna pangko beberapa apa rindungku.
Those experiences cannot be forget.
Dekana piola ke inam dah. Ini nanti mitpan silang kuma.
Don't make the same mistake that many have already made it.
Dalam laga berdeka ipamana magere mina kedira angkilang pula dupa murti aku nam aimana imam dem nolu yenam imakoda.
Wait till you get married, then you can have happy marriage life.
Toya langka noko umumnya men longa dalam toya langka dalam noko yenama apa mupo hanti taka misal sedikit blessing luge ya puya.
And my last point is this. Virginity is the most precious thing that you can give to your husband or your wife.
Denampa yagami nambasi minua kom mimam botterun aman binaman mima kom minum botteruna aman binaman.
They used to say that true love waits.
Arong ayanga toyang gedung.
If a boy or girl truly love you,
milo da mima dem ba mima da milo dem arupa ayadu milo.
He or she will want the best for you.
Bebek ayanam bipam labu muya.
He or she will not want to destroy your future.
Beka mubam nam beka angoda ay beka yanam borbata ay maro ipa mumaya.
Those who really love you, he or she can wait.
Hai ko dina maro ayadu na milo na kom mima na kom nom toya la lagi.
And my fourth point is this.
Api na mo kapupanam si.
I'm going to finish soon.
Mo paglaga peluinda.
Premarital sex runs a high risk of contracting different diseases as well as losing of fertility.
Dalok ngulu umumnya mengima dapat kepodobo hinamde boje kongul adina melo hinamente langa hidu dalok ngulu kampo po omo kanana ate kom ngulu amelo kakumado ay mana mate po hidu.
Infertility experts estimate that 80% of today's infertility is due to different diseases contracted before they get married.
Hupak omo olamanam laganam aipel eripe bulu kin nakide podu. Kapila be omo kalaman amiye be sadi biya umumnya mang ima ada pepiobo hila kerbodo bo hiko bolo boje ko aimana matiba ala be silo mau kalama dum.
To avoid pregnancy, many persons use contraceptive pill.
Omo nganga kemado pe kerbodo bo hila nganga kemado pe angkolo bulu nganga gelama nane kusere sing togel.
Because of this contraceptive pill, many could not bear children.
Deka paham ko gelang ko gamana na kusere dotikolo. Be lammente ko gelang.
They lost their fertility.
Bukke ko ganane kom ganado pa bukke atibe arda ganan atibe atiko be sankai hoki gakai.
This is very, very serious.
Dalom lega pa nog jibon nosi bot terpomengga bana mate ko piti.
Forman number 5.
Anguna na he.
Premarital sex compels to do many young girls abortion, which is very, very serious sin before God.
Umumnya mang imang ada pa piola ke kohkologe nganga kuname ngangam lapak sinamagere boje ko ila wo terunang luka kesan omo kedeka ipoluma na mate.
Many youths did abortion by means of medicine, and in result it affects their fertility.
Pojé ko ngangam dopas sila ngangam doyu hila dokolo buka keraya ku penamelo buka nganga kunanga kurang kedua amerlo kotong.
When they get married, they suffer a lot.
Buluk arupa dobo hodoku elo arupa buka nganga ku penamel pamkumar.
I want to conclude my presentation with this statement.
Ngo ke pohon namam solo agam sokluin pemujum.
We have discussed so many things about virginity years.
Ngolo kuyum denam penada pe adinamunim yagavinam lagang ngolo boje ko lubom to.
We might have already made a mistake.
Ngolo ke yenam lo imam germeme katubo pe.
But from now on, let the past be past forever.
Iga lo huyum ngolo apulo bottero pe apulo barang laju. Yetanam ke gekai. Datida gekai jam gemolaju.
Let us not make the same mistake as we made before.
Iga lo ngolo yepana ngolo. Kerang imam nam pesana imam ngolo imaru peka ima laju ka.
From now on, let's try to devote ourselves for God's purpose only.
Dalok laga pangolo yepana musim sade ke mudora ngolo sisala yagabila juga tolekila.
May God bless you all.
Takam lo sade ke lubi bidang langka.
Thank you.
Ngo in kumnam kumboye. Kadang yalung na sade adami menuru lekina omum yama hino taniyam rubinama bottero namane muluk taniya lakobosinam ayangam bohila ayangam muluk orbohinam ayangam yabohinam bottero namane idakkom muluk omum yaman imang adapa muluk pyobohila adinamar ke menama kolong muluk Simon sili ke satu muluk yenama puem muluk adi baptis union omo ketika yenam lo rotum no tolam ko bitoy ka buluk आप नरेला आप दनम पे आप आरो आयानो toyangala nyogala omum nyamang idi longelo pe miluam botteruna amanam bidope bimam botteruna amanam bidope danam virginitium amanam bibo hiladape tolam radalam takam yud omo takam teolo yaino blessed toika nokka agam pohona beralo perin agam potori solo yaino berok pesok yaino takam teolo lube blessing am yaino bilik erika denal yai jisu nok denam nok. Amen.